Name three.
But yeah, I think black women are now on the Save Black Women, Prioritize Black Men, and prioritize black communities, black businesses, and that, and, you know, the black spaces, but Save America, Save the Democratic Party. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
She just goes, black women, period. Agree with me. I can't think of a woman less representative of the average black American woman than Joy Reid.
Steven Crowder destroys Joy Reid over her TikTok video targeting white progressives. Joy Reid claims to speak for all black women, but Steven Crowder argues she doesn't represent the majority. They tackle black representation in mainstream media, cultural issues, and why more young people are leaning conservative, despite CNN's narrative. Let's see Steven Crowder absolutely destroy and take down Joy Reid.
That.
Everything about that guy is dishonest.
Off-putting.
It may be, by the way, like Comcast is actually considering selling off or separating from MSNBC.
Yes.
Which, if I had that kind of money, I would it would be Mug Club or Rumble Premium's toy train set. We would screw with it. So, you know, consider clicking that button, joining Rumble Premium, because we could do the more of you who join up. Again, just if the amount of you join to just compare to the top 3 salaries of useless CNN hosts. Imagine how much good we can do.
Wow.
And I'm done with my pitch. By the way, at the same time, Joy Reid, premier host, by the way, strong, brave, beautiful black woman.
Yes.
She's dropping heat like this on TikTok.
Hey, I just want to give some free advice to the white progressives, particularly white progressive women who may be thinking about marching against the Trump victory, maybe putting back on the P-word hats and doing that thing. I would just say probably don't send any of those invites to any black women you know. I'm just going to tell you right now, they're not coming. I'm pretty sure black women have resigned from the Save America coalition, Save Democracy coalition, and definitely the Save the Democratic Party coalition. I think that's probably not happening. I would just keep those invites maybe among your own friends, because I don't think they're coming.
Name three.
But yeah, I think black women are now on the Save Black Women, Prioritize Black Men, and prioritize black communities, black businesses, and that, and, you know, the black spaces, but Save America, Save the Democratic Party. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
It's so crazy to me how these lefties don't understand that this type of rhetoric isn't going to win anybody over. This is the same type of rhetoric that have driven people away from the Democrat Party and from just the progressive ideology. You can't just yell at a group of people, like, shame on you, or, you know, just demonize a group of people and then complain when those group of people leave. You can't do that. But it doesn't seem like these lefties are learning their lessons at all. And by the way, I'm fine with it. I'm glad. I hope they don't learn their lesson. Because the more they don't learn their lesson, the more we will keep winning. And I am here for it. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you like content like this. Let's continue.
No, it's not. Well, go talk with your friends.
Black supremacy is alive and real.
Yes. Think about that. She goes, black women. They're not a monolith. I try to be pretty careful when I say, well, Gen Z, or I try to say a majority of white men or a voting demographic, a majority of white women tend to vote left. Surprisingly not this last election and the way that people anticipated. She just goes, black women, period. Agree with me. I can't think of a woman less representative of the average black American woman than Joy Reid. Comment below if you disagree. I don't think that there is a group of Americans who are more overly represented in media while being completely unrepresented. If you go to a church, you go to a mixed church, you talk with black members of your congregation, just hang out in your neighborhood, just go. We've done it with Black Barbershop, Black and White and the Great Issues.
Yeah. They
They do not speak like Joy Reid. They do not speak like Van Jones. They don't know who they are. And I mean that. But these people claim to speak for them. That's how tone deaf the left is. And I will tell you this, please, if you listen to nothing else, do not allow the left to tell you, or even conservative pseudo-intellectuals to tell you, that only policy matters. Everything is downstream from culture. I guarantee you there were people who walked into that voting booth going, is this really where I am? I mean, I have a daughter. She plays basketball. They're going, is this really where I was just chewed. I was just yelled at for not wearing a mask at the Tom Thumb. This is not the America that I grew up in. This is not the America that I love. And these are people, by the way, who were Democrats at one point in time. Culture is so much more important, and that is the reason. Do you honestly think that Gen Z boys, Gen Z young males, are engaging in intricate policy discussion? Some are. The majority are not. They voted for Donald Trump. You have not seen that with a generation. You expect younger generations, really it's always been sort of assumed, hey, how conservative will they become as they grow older? That's why it was well advised to, for example, encourage marriage, encourage working, right? Encourage becoming active in your community, because the more responsibilities that a young adult takes on, the more conservative they become. But it always started off with, they're going to start off liberal, right? They're in college, they're living in a fantasy world, and then they become more conservative. Most young men actually voted for Donald Trump. I believe it was 56%. I'm sure Mission Control can send it in. And it was still a high percentage of young women. That doesn't happen. And I'm telling you, it doesn't happen because of a panelist on CNN or whoever, Bill Kristol, whoever it is today who's talking. That's not the reason. It is a cultural shift. And you know what? Young people aren't afraid. Young people aren't afraid to say, yeah, okay, you know what? Transphobic. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I don't think that, you know what? I watched that boy kick the shit out of that girl at a wrestling duel, and I don't think that should be happening.
I didn't know a volleyball could go through a human face.
Steven Crowder is absolutely 100% correct. It is not just about the economy. It is not just about the illegal immigration problem, even though those are probably the biggest issues of why Donald Trump won. But it is also all the cultural issues. There is a reason why that she is for they, them, I am for you campaign that Donald Trump ran. There's a reason why that was successful. Because, listen, I'm a parent and I get it. Like, I hate having to worry about just, I want to be able to show my kids, like, child's movies and children's shows, while having to worry about, are they trying to indoctrinate my children into believing a certain ideology that I don't want, morals that I don't want? And parents are all in the same boat, wondering the same thing. Like, I don't want my children being indoctrinated into becoming, say, trans, because that has happened. And there are actual policies being pushed where schools don't have to let parents know if their children identify as the opposite gender. It is absolutely happening, and they absolutely push for it, even though they'll come on here and say, oh, it's not really a big deal. They're the ones who made it a big deal. And it's not even just about the trans issue or this. Yes, it is about daughters playing sports, women playing sports against biological men. That is an issue. Women are being hurt by that. And a whole slew of other social issues that the left are just getting wrong. And if they keep this up, they're going to keep getting it wrong, which I'll say it. I said it before and I'll say it again. I hope they keep getting it wrong, because that just means we'll keep on winning. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see Steven Crowder owning more of these lefties, I have a whole playlist for you on the left-hand corner.